Alright, so we're back at the iron farm for another world update video. I haven't done a whole lot around the world recently. I've been working on one big project and that's been taking the most of my time. I stopped really quickly though to grab some beef and decided that this could use some updating. So I just have like a simple border around the cow pens. That's really the biggest change to this. I also did expand it by 2 blocks. For some reason I decided to put around this little trim around the cow pit, but I was never going to really walk around it that way, so I just decided to get rid of that and extend it a little bit further, and I think it looks a lot nicer this way. I don't know if I'm going to fill in any blocks of this frame. I think kind of like the openness of it, and I still have to fly in and out of this pit anyways to get from killing and breeding the cows, so it's fine. It looks nice though still. I think it's really interesting that this area is mostly stone brick, but I still actually really like how it turned out. And this pit right here used to have sheep in it, but I wasn't breeding them and I have a wool farm already, so I kind of felt like it was redundant, so I just put more cows in it, and now I can alternate between breeding one side, killing the other if I need beef. So I think that works out a lot better than just having sheep around doing nothing, and now they just roam up here, I guess. Another thing is I have a little bit of an area going on underneath. I don't have a great way to get in. This is kind of all I have so far. But I want this to be some storage for my stone and dirt that I'm digging up from the surrounding area. Nothing's been done down here though. I just kind of been seeing how much room I have. That's really about it. It's a pretty sizable amount, and I kind of want to go a little bit deeper too. I don't know if I want it to be exactly this level, but this will probably have some layers to it as well. So kind of like this though, this little pathway to see my cows. It is very laggy. There is so many cows in this pit right here. And then it just ends over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Above me is my portal. But yeah, that's kind of it for over here right now. It's really not that much. I have been digging out a little bit of the border as well, but nothing too big. It's really just the cow pits. But, you know, it's something like this that actually kind of really does change a whole lot about the area. So I'm pretty happy with this. So let's move on to the next bit. All right, we're in the end. I previously made an enderman farm using TNT, and to be quite honest, it was a fun idea, but it kind of turned out to be more of a pain than it was worth. I think one thing is the refilling the TNT was kind of weird and a little bit too annoying for me to actually like. I can't remember if I mentioned or not, but it was based off a design that Etho used to use. And I think back then it used to be a lot easier because you could trigger a flame arrow through water, like it didn't stop it. And I think on the current updates it does. And so that kind of limited what I could use for blast reduction, because kind of positioning it was really weird. I had to use these leaf blocks, and I think I'm still going to keep them, whatever. They don't look too bad. But it just didn't have a sword mode either. And I think just sweeping edging them is so much easier and more efficient than TNT. It's like a cool thing to look at, the TNT, but in terms of efficiency, I think this is better. And then I also finished it because a lot of them were teleporting out. So I have double carpeted the roof. They cannot teleport to double carpets or spawn on them, obviously. And then they up here is pretty much the same, just a single endermite now though, and then they just fall down. I still want to finish it a little bit further, kind of add some storage for ender pearls. They're nice to have around, and then also just a way to get rid of them as well, because currently I just kind of dump them on my way back to the portal, or I just throw them to the side here. I also kind of want to make this like just look a little bit cooler. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe using water would be cool. Buckets of water though, instead of carpets, because that's another way that you can get no enderman to teleport. It's just through water. At first I didn't kind of want to use water because of how much sound it makes, but I mean, I feel like I normally have my sound turned off here anyway, so it's really not that big of a problem. By the way, what's up with these understorms? I know that these are like new in the updates, but what's the purpose of them? What is this? What does it do? Is it just some extra flare? It's kind of weird. Looking on the void of the ender is so weird. That looks so strange. Whatever. But yeah, I've mainly been spending my time getting a project ready. It's not quite close to being done yet. I still have a lot of work to do. But I'm really excited to start this project. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to make for some pretty interesting videos about it too. I don't want to say too much, but it definitely is going to involve this at some point. Probably not the beginning, but this is something that I plan to incorporate it as well. I really got to fix this up. I like the shape of this, but the front just looks really bad. But up top, I think it looks really cool. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So that's what I've been working on. It's not the biggest update in the world, but I'm really excited about this upcoming project, and I need to go finish that before it drives me absolutely insane. So hopefully I'll have that out pretty soon.